YouTube. Oh, good, I got that right. You might have noticed that last time I rather blatantly said Facebook instead of YouTube, which is great. Except this isn't Facebook. It's YouTube, and that was embarrassing, actually. But anyway, I actually have something I want to talk about today, and that is the amazing Joss Whedon television show, Dollhouse. Yeah, not the play by Henrik Ibsen, although I actually enjoyed that play in the way that you enjoy the things you read out of your English textbook. No, reasonably. But yes, Dollhouse. In case you don't know what it is, you should. It's a show on Fox with Eliza Dushku. I think of her as Faith because I'm a really scary, intense Buffy the Vampire Slayer addict. Yeah, it's a little shaming. But yeah, Eliza Dushku as the main character, Echo, a doll. Basically, someone with their memory of their past lives wiped, and they can be like imprinted with a bunch of different personalities, and there are dollhouses where, the crazy puppet masters send them out with new personalities, and they have sex, beat up criminals. It's pretty cool. You've probably heard of it, so I won't go into too much depth. I mean, if you're at all a nerd, you've heard of it. But yeah, so a while back, it was, announced that it wouldn't be going past a second season because Fox, they're all jerks at Fox. So you all saw what happened to Firefly, right? But yeah, so they're just gonna finish up season 2, which is pretty much almost finished. There's like one more episode, I believe. And anyway, I really like Dollhouse, so I'm upset. I mean, it's only this season that I've started to really get into it because, let's be honest, about halfway through the first season is when it started getting, actually really entertaining to watch. Because before that, I hate to say this, Mr. Whedon, but it was kind of dull. I watched the first episode. It kind of left me cold, It was really, heavily action-based, unfunny, which is horrifying in a Joss Whedon show because I adore the humor in these shows, and to see something so procedural and dull was just a shame. But no, it has gone a lot better, just in time to get canceled. Anyway, I just want to, talk about it a bit, I guess, because the second to last episode, The Hollow Man, is that what it was called? It had some pretty intense plot twists and character death and just craziness, but it's cool too because basically the whole premise is that eventually this whole Dollhouse thing ends up with this crazy dystopian future in which everyone has their memories erased and takes on these insane violent personalities, and the world basically dissolves into chaos, which I actually really wish I knew more about because, as I mentioned, well, maybe I did mention, I didn't watch most of the first season, all the way through. I watched maybe about half the episodes. And, there was one, Epitaph 1 it was called. It was the 13th episode that, I don't even know if it was aired on television, but it, was a flash forward to the future where everything is screwed up and we learn all about. Yeah, I missed that. But, anyway, the next episode is going to be Epitaph 2, in which we go back to that crazy-ass future and figure out what's happened. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, if this had been, a few months earlier, I'd be imploring you to watch Dollhouse to save it from the horrible chopping hands of Fox, but it's too late for that. Honestly, it's a miracle the show got renewed for a second season. In case you can't tell, there is no real point to this little spiel about Dollhouse here. I like to talk about it. It's a nice opportunity. I believe I have it stacked up somewhere in my Netflix queue, so I'll be watching the entirety of season 1, not just the episode with Patton Oswalt in it, which I kind of did last season. But, yeah, I am looking forward to that because I really enjoy Dollhouse and I really enjoy Firefly and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but not Angel because I don't... Why bother? Why bother? He hasn't done anything else, has he? I feel like I'm missing... Oh, Dr. Horrible. Huge fan of Dr. Horrible. So, wow, this has been a really, really pointless kind of video here. But, yeah, Dollhouse. It's a good thing coming to an end. Despite the fact that they had to cram a ton of plot into one single season. Well, two, but the second season's when everything started getting hardcore or like plot driven. So that sucks because if they had had just even a couple more seasons, it would have been much more beautifully paced, which is not to say that this has been bad, the second season, but I'd like to see it extended more, you know? It's a shame, that's all. It's a shame. I'm really going to miss it, and it's probably going to take Whedon forever to get another show. And then it's gonna be canceled like Firefly and Dollhouse, and it will suck. And basically, I think the point here is that all Joss Whedon fans are masochists. Okay, YouTube, I've exhausted my ranting fuel, so goodbye.